guts. I'ma take this weed, break it down, roll it up. Then my next issue is, where the fuck is my light? Then my next issue is, who gon' take this flight? Yeah, we smoke weed, we blow trees. Play oldies, we OGs off OG. We left coast, west coast. It's legal and we got the best smoke. You know what the fuck it is. It's the fucking Ventura Tide Pod. Y'all go fuck with them. YouTube, Instagram, Spotify.
A 28-inch moon gong. And I have the heart mimicking our heartbeat. Love. The masculine with the sun and the moon feminine. So balancing the masculine and the feminine through the heart center.
Yes.
That's cool because you're Moonlight Gems and I'm a male.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? You're on the Tide Pod.
Balance.
Right, I was just going to say.
Oh my God.
Balance.
What's up, sir?
Hi.
That I think that made my night. Thank you guys so much. I feel I've had a long day and that really cleansed my soul.
What cleanses your soul?
So happy to hear that.
You guys are. This is really. I've been meaning to call in. You guys are so inspiring, and I think that So, me and my girlfriend, we have this problem, right? She is a chemist, and she really likes testing out really gnarly acids on me because I have really durable skin.
Okay.
Wait, I missed this first part. She likes testing acid what? On his skin.
Like
LSD?
Like boric and hydrochloric acid.
Oh.
Why would she do such a thing?
Because I have really durable skin and
Yeah, but aren't there sample skin things that you can use for that?
She's a crazy little scientist. And
So
I love her
is
so
that
much.
kinky for you? Are you yeah, baby?
You're supposed to use an
burn me?
orange, aren't you? Like orange skin?
It was at first, and then a little bit of it got into my bloodstream, and I started really suffering from it, and that was kind of just a turnoff for me.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
You need to see Michelle.
I'm so turned off right now.
She needs to cleanse you.
Yeah.
I think she does. You guys have any? I went to a mine this weekend, and I collected a couple crystals of scheelite, which is actually what you derive tungsten from.
Okay.
And I've been rubbing that on my skin, and I think it might have been helping, but I don't know. Do you guys know anything about scheelite and tungsten being curing?
Not off the top of my head.
No, I don't specialize in that. I just know how durable they are as wearable jewelry. But I don't know. I mean, tungsten is tungsten. It's a metal-ish metal, right?
Tungsten is used to harden steel. So I thought it might help harden my skin.
Well, I mean, a lot of people believe copper does stuff.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
So, I mean, with that line of thinking, you could be
You
honest.
may need to do some more investigation.
Yeah.
Bro, acid's not permanent.
No, it's not.
I mean,
ideal.
just don't do it anymore.
I
test gold.
have scars up and all along my arms.
You're still
from
going out
her
with this
testing
girl?
acid on me.
You're still going out with this girl?
I've been dating her for 3 years.
3 years.
Get
okay.
out of that relationship.
So you're in the marriage. You're in the shit or get off the pot territory.
I am.
still.
Yeah.
We already have a kid. His name is Pugsley.
Is that a dog?
I love it.
Fur animal.
A fur kid, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. You
Yeah,
didn't name your son that.
he's an Australian Shepherd, but
I
his
love
name
those
is
dogs.
Pugsley.
Yeah, fantastic.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's no joke. I test gold on a daily basis. I've burned myself plenty of times with the nitric acid that we use, and it's no joke. The acids are no joke to play with. So I would you can't breathe it, you can't touch it, so just leave it alone. Guys,
What are you using nitric acid for?
testing gold.
Oh my God. Bless your soul.
Cool.
Bless it.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Follow her. That's Winter Moon Gems.
Winter moon gems.
Winter Moon Gems.
Yeah,
Wow.
Jennifer.
Wow.
She has some good stuff for
I
sale.
just want to thank you guys my girlfriend comes home in about 5 minutes from work.
Oh,
Pack
shit.
up
Hang
your
on.
You know,
stuff.
she works.
Yeah.
She works out at UCSD. You know, this is where she pulls all her stuff from.
Get the
So
fuck
I'm
out of
gonna
there.
do my best. I'm gonna pull out the tungsten, and I'm gonna use it to ward off her evil mantra.
May the odds be forever in your favor.
Yeah.
Amen.
You got 4
I'm gonna.
minutes.
I'll
4
fight.
minutes. 4
Fight
minutes.
I'll fight as best as I can. Oh God.
If you got in a fight,
We
you
wish
Oh,
you
think,
the
she's
best.
here early.
you think you could take her?
She's here earlier. Oh God.
Set it
Guys, what do I
up.
do?
Oh, here it
Set
comes.
Oh my God. She's pulling into the driveway.
She probably
Oh,
has a whole
shit.
like
Oh, fuck.
beaker of acid.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. She has a big vat of something.
Run from the beaker.
Get
Run
some
from the beaker.
get some basic liquid quick.
I'm.
Get the
I
hose.
don't-
Just get
oh
the
my God.
hose.
I'm gonna go
Get
lock
some new
myself in the
hose.
bathroom.
Good
Get
luck.
some new hose.
Yeah.
we
Well,
just
hey,
get
good
the
luck, man.
hose.
Hey, are you gonna keep us on the line so we can hear her pour acid on you?
Dude, I don't know if she sees that I'm on the phone with someone, she might hit me harder.
Like themed.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
Guys, I have bruises and acid scars.
Well, use
Yeah, I
that for
bet you do.
Halloween. Use that to your advantage.
Yeah. At least it's Halloween. You know, like the time of the year is right. It's during Christmas. I mean, I vibe so well. But
Guys, I don't know what to do. Oh my God. Guys,
Deep
she's coming.
breaths.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
That was like a real life mini Halloween.
Episode.
Yeah.
The Blair Witch. Like
Yeah,
we were
a
like
little
in
bit.
it.
I love it, man.
was
Give us
inspired
some more of
by
that,
us,
people. Call in.
And
with
then
it.
being burned by acid,
Yeah.
all very quickly.
I mean,
It
Yeah.
escalated
So
quick.
creative.
It did. Off the rails.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody,
our
follow
favorite thing.
Michelle Meadow Love. I said Michelle Meadows. Your name's Michelle Meadow.
My name's
Fuck,
Michelle.
my bad.
No, you're not bad.
All right, so Michelle Meadow Love. Follow her. She has some really good sound. If you want to get into sound, is it sound baths or sound healing?
Sound baths.
Sound baths.
Sound
And-
healing, sound experiences.
You do weekly
So follow that.
things.
I wouldn't go that far.
No? Okay, so
I
are they
mean,
monthly?
yes, I do daily, weekly, lively things.
'Cause I saw on your-
do- So, Sunset Sound Bath, which will be this Sunday at 5 o'clock.
You want to go?
And there will be 5 practitioners, Heather being one of them, and my other dear,
shit, I-
lovely ladies, Melissa, Amara, and Sarah. And we will be in Cemetery Park. I have been doing Sunset Sound Bath for the last 5 years, which is a community sound bath. When the Heart Gong arrived, that's when I started it. I'd already been doing some sound baths, workshop experience type of things around town prior to that, but that was the first thing that was like my own creation that I've offered for the last 5 years. And then, yes, kind of there's things weekly, but not like anything real consistent on a weekly basis. I also partner up with a nonprofit here in town called Sick House, and we do other arts and music and beach cleanup and different type of events around town. And I had started doing sound baths with them. This would be the 3rd year. I introduced other sound practitioners into it, partnered up to help expand the community, and then stepped away from the sound bath and have been focusing the last few months more on helping facilitate the healing circle once a month with Sam, who's one of the founders of Sick House. That's been lovely. And then kind of just depending on what the other options are, I do offer one-on-one intuitive healing sessions in the Sound Sanctuary, which this lovely lady is a part of the other 3 gongs. I have a copper pyramid that you lay under, and all of the instruments and the crystals and the aromatherapy, and we go really deep, and it's very similar to a medicine journey without necessarily the medicine. People get a lot of visitors and messages and activations and downloads, and each one is very different and intuitive, and it's not like I'm the one who's necessarily leading the show. It's just the channel of the energy, meeting up with their energy and doing whatever is needed for this moment, so to speak. I also teach Reiki and do Reiki attunements and Reiki trainings. And I have led some mushroom and sound ceremonies and other guidance with psychedelic integration into your life, which has been really helpful for me with my health history and navigating my healing journey.
Yeah, I found a really good company recently that does like good microdosing gummies.
Nice.
That's really nice. Where's the location?
Sunset Sound Bath is
Yeah.
at Cemetery Park, and we are by the trees.
And then you have a
There's-
physical location where you do
have,
your one-on-one?
Yeah, and it's the Sound Sanctuary.
Sound Sanctuary. Where's that?
It is very near Cemetery Park.
Oh, okay. So
It's
you get that
psychedelic,
information
I think.
once you
Yeah.
book a session.
That's the
yeah.
psychedelic one, right?
It can be. I mean, it's
you
kind
want.
of just individual offerings on where people are during their journey. So for me, I'm adopted. I didn't have a health history, if you will, or family history to draw off of, and I had a lot of mysterious health things always growing up. And my parents were very kind and loving and wanted to help me very much, and only knew one route, which was take me to the doctor and put me on pills. And I suffered a lot through and navigating that, and had discovered yoga at 19 and breathwork and meditation, and started to go on a more holistic type of journey, and sound healing was a part of it, and Reiki was a part of it, and yoga was a part of it, and microdosing mushrooms was a part of it. And so being able to hold space for other people who have maybe, I would say, hit dead ends on their health journey, their healing, they're not satisfied with what they're being told when they go to their doctor, or the navigating the system of trying to get better in certain things. So, yeah.
Yeah, healthcare sucks right now. So I
It's a
think
sick
there's going to be a
system.
lot of people.
Well,
looking
yeah, and
for
everything.
other avenues.
Everything you're describing is kind of what I would consider like preventative.
Yes.
You know, if you incorporate a lot of those things into your daily life, then you won't. You know, the odds are of you needing our traditional healthcare system are a lot slimmer.
Yeah, and yes, so many people will say, but it's not covered by my insurance. It's like, well, your insurance is covering your sickness at this point.
Right.
Whereas investing in yourself now prevents
Right.
you from getting.
Right. And nowadays there's not a lot of, I mean, I don't want to call them excuses. I would like to more refer them as barriers, because there's a lot of people that will do it by donation, but you can get a lot of resources on YouTube.
Absolutely.
You know, if you want to figure out a way to incorporate different things that because yoga doesn't work for everyone.
No.
Meditating
Right.
doesn't work for everyone.
Right.
You know, different things don't work for everyone. But if you go through taking the time and the process of learning about each one, and then finding one that works for you, and then really honing in on that one, you could really find a good community, and it doesn't have to cost a lot
Not
of
at all.
money.
A free, beautiful nature healing is the beach, the ocean, the soundscape of that in itself. But yeah, we get in our own ways and create our own obstacles
Yeah.
from our ultimate optimal health, if you will.
Yeah, I felt like that today. I had really no plans for my lunch. I was like, I'm going to go get a taco at Snapper Jack's, and I'm going to walk down to the beach because I need to see the ocean and hear the waves. And it was so nice. And I just walked back to my car and went back to work. But it was just like a 45-minute, lunch. But it makes a difference. We're so blessed.
We are very.
We're so blessed. There's so many people who don't get an opportunity to.
When did you first start the sound healing journey? How long have you been at it?
I myself have been offering sound since probably around 20, maybe 16, 15, end of 2015. I started with I got a happy drum, but even before that, I had some other things with teaching yoga, and I had been introduced to the Kundalini practice of yoga and was like, I like the gong. I'm just here for the gong. I'm just here for the gong.
Got it. That makes
I
sense.
mean, the Kundalini, the Kriyas are great, don't get me wrong, and give me the gong. And so I really fell in love with the gong then and didn't see or feel or think that I would be necessarily playing. And then when I went on a yoga retreat, a Kundalini yoga retreat to Costa Rica, I was giving Reiki during one of the gong baths, and it was like, wow, I just like saw and felt myself playing gongs, multiple gongs.
That's so cool.
So then I asked the one guy who was playing the gong, who was instrumental in bringing this one back from Germany, if he would like teach me, help me, support me in connecting with learning about gongs, because I felt very strongly connected to them. And so I've always loved music. I've always loved live music. I love to go to festivals. I like to dance and do all of that, but I didn't necessarily see myself as a person who was going to be playing many instruments. I have at least 11 medicine drums, sound bowls, gongs, shakers, whistles, native flute, monochord, koshi chimes, divya chimes, happy drum, tongue drum.
So when you travel, it's like
I don't
you
know,
have to do
take it up-
cartwheels to figure out what you want to take and what has to stay.
I definitely
That gong
go
would
into
be-
the sound sanctuary and kind of check in with the instruments to see who
yeah,
wants to be a
okay.
part of as well. I haven't, my gongs have traveled with me in the car, but I haven't flown with them yet. I'm not opposed to it. And I sure do appreciate being in alignment with showing up to places and spaces that have instruments that I get to play and not have to bring along with me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So that's nice.
That's very
What
cool.
what does each sound do?
So the gong itself, it encompasses all sounds that ever have been and ever will be, and I'm personally a believer that there's more to be discovered as you play. The gong, in my humble opinion and what I've learned, is the all-encompassing of all sound, even before the creation of sound. The heart specifically, the heart gong, this heart gong and any heart gong that is made from Oatkin is each tuned individually, just like each of our hearts are individual, no two are alike. Whereas my pasty sun gong and moon gong are tuned specifically to a frequency because that's what they mimic and that's what
that's
that
what they
vibrates
do.
in
Right.
nature.
Got it.
Yeah.
Did you see Daniel's question?
Hey, you're on the Ventura Tide
Oh, we have
Pod.
a
You have
caller.
a question for Michelle?
Hi, yeah, I was just wondering, like you talked about flying with the gongs. I was wondering how like the gravitational differences do you think would like really affect your sound healing, having like taken them up and taken them down?
Oh, I don't know.
That's a good question.
It is a great question. I know the woman that I went, Crystal, on the yoga retreat with, she's taken hers with her quite a bit. It's a symphonic gong, and so she may be somebody who would have a better answer on that since she's played it. But because I haven't traveled with mine, I don't know. But I can definitely tell, if you will, playing it at, say, the beach versus not at the beach, because there's more moisture at the beach, so it does make a difference in the way it sounds and the way it plays, whether it's the gong, whether the singing bowls, the drums. The drums get very loosey-goosey when there's so much moisture in the air versus when I'm in the desert playing them. They are just like tight and really awesome. Then you get them around here just in general and they're more wonky.
Interesting.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah.
Are you a musician?
Well, thanks so much. No, I'm like trying to get into sound healing, but I, don't like. I'm really worried about traveling with my gong.
Got it. Because that sounded like a question that a musician would ask.
Yeah, I would never ask
Yeah,
that
I'm like
question.
really afraid to take them past sea level. Truthfully, like I just don't think that they have the same effect.
How big are they?
Decent sized.
Decent sized.
I mean, you can carry them.
Yeah. I took my Dream Tiger portable, when I say portable, That one's only, I think, 16 inches or 14 inches, and I took it on the airplane and took it to Costa Rica, and I can't say that I can tell any difference in playing it, having it been traveling up, down, like you're asking now. But that is a smaller version versus one of these big ones. I will say that the gentleman that went to Germany and brought them back, they felt like their gongs, and they could correct me if I'm wrong on this totally, but in my understanding, they had felt like their gongs sounded a little different from when they were
When
in
they left Germany.
and then traveled across and did all of
And
that.
arrived here.
So, I like traveling with the hard case, I believe needs to have a specific type of case for traveling. My one teacher, Matab, who's an amazing gong master teacher, amazingness, awesome, freaking travels all over the world with his gongs, and he doesn't seem to be complaining or having an issue with it. So I think it's very doable. I played a number of his in Costa Rica when I was on a retreat that I won for my birthday to go, and so because I had won the retreat, I did the training with him for gong yoga, I think it was called, and he had I don't know, maybe a dozen different gongs that he had traveled with and that he does travel with, and I mean, I haven't asked him specifically that question, but I don't think that it made an effect on it at all, but that is something to consider for sure. Yeah.
Good question.
Thanks so much.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
asking and
Yeah.
calling in.
Thank you.
Good luck on your journey.
Are you on YouTube or because I'm on YouTube? Or are you on Insta?
I'm not on
Are you
anything.
managing the comments? Or you're not?
No. Can you? Oh, can
I'm
you do
on
that?
YouTube, man. I'm managing the comments on YouTube.
Okay.
But somebody, you need to be on Insta. Are you streaming on Insta?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, read the
I
comments.
thought,
Yeah.
well, no, Daniel just asked, as a professional percussionist, could you please explain more about this sunset session because it sounds awesome?
Oh, yes. So Sunset Sound Bath is a community offering that I've been doing for the last 5 years. And it is a sound bath around sunset time, the golden hour. And we gather in the park, and you bring something to lay down and or sit on, relax, and receive. Each month is different instruments depending on who wants to join from my family of instruments. And I probably play for about 45 minutes, and there's at the beginning some kind of talking about whether we're in full moon, new moon, eclipses, whatever's going on. Even though I'm not an astrologer, I still have some sort of knowledge about it. And we take time to set intentions, and then I guide you through a little bit of meditation into the sound bath, bring you back at the end, and send you on your way, reminding you to drink a lot of water and be gentle with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is your intention with each session?
My intention for each session is for everybody to get exactly what they need. And I feel just ultimately so blessed to be able to be of service for others in holding that space, and for each time that I'm playing, it's healing myself. So that's just a beautiful thing to be a part of. So
Yeah.
my hope is that like I have surrendered to, I'm not in charge of any of this, and there's something greater going on. And so everybody who shows up, if they give their self permission, that they really do believe, to be able to receive whatever is meant for them. The feedback's been pretty freaking amazing of a lot of people's journeys and stuff, so that's cool.
What's the youngest person you've had at one of these?
Babies,
Babies? Oh yeah, they're probably
Babies.
super receptive.
definitely.
I might bring one of my kids.
I know. As I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm taking Jack. That's
You're gonna take
this
Jack?
This is
Your
what
son?
Jack is getting for
Nice.
his 15th birthday. Yeah.
My friend Ferris that I met at Lightning in a Bottle last year, we did a sunset sound bath, just like real rogue impromptu the Friday night. And he has a 1-month-old baby right now, and Sophia. And he's been introducing her to the different, I mean, she was already in utero, so it's been around, but he's like very much like talking about and sharing through his social media and platforms about how it's a big part of like what they're doing and creating in her life and having her exposed to from the beginning.
That's
And,
awesome.
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's just you. There's things like I'm not going to discuss here, but that I already see a connection between you and Jack. Like things that you've shared, just sitting here that he's already experienced.
Right. Well, and our kids, their generation is so more connected, wide open, already on the path where
100%.
I mean, you're younger than me. You're younger than me. You guys, I'm the old one in here. I feel really fortunate for my connection, for my journey, and for what I've been able to experience in life and how I've been awake for the most of it and in my journey. And like, I was 30 years old when I had my oldest daughter, who's 21, who's having a watch party with her friends tonight. Siboney, shout out. She being 30 years younger, she's even that much more in tune, has, like, not, I don't know how to say, but doesn't have as much distortion that's blocking the connection.
You're absolutely right. I see the same thing in the younger generations. But I've experienced different sound. I've done the sound healing with the headphones on the bed that vibrates and stuff, and then I've also done the sound healing with the glass bowls.
Yes.
And I've just loved both of those. They both were amazing. The one with the headphones, I wanted to do that one more often, but I didn't have a chance to. But I would just, I couldn't say enough good things about it.
Totally. Heather and I we went to Shakti Festival like 5-6 years ago, and on the way out there we stopped at the Integratron, which is an amazing, phenomenal place to receive a sound bath, and that was such a magical experience. And then we just got blown wide open that whole weekend at Shakti Festival with sound healing stuff. Like, I had no idea that's what we were really going into. And
is that when you started getting into it, Heather?
Yeah.
Really?
We went on this trip, and if you get a chance to go out to it's in Landers, California, so on the way to Joshua Tree, and it was just incredible. I mean, the sound reverberates through. There's no metal in any of it. So it's all just like wood.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly acoustically built. So when you stand at this like marked spot in the center, that it's like you feel it penetrating through you from like every which way. It's really incredible. And so we ended up doing that first. And because we were the last people to arrive, we ended up being the first people like let into the spot. So we had this incredible sound bath right in the center of the Integratron, it was amazing. And then the next 3 days, we just did sound baths every night that we were there. We went with the intention to just do yoga, and then it just evolved into, we basically slept during the day and just physically, energetically prepped for being there those nights. I mean, when you're immersed in it like that, it really it's an experience for sure. Like, everyone does ultimately get what they need. It's like these instruments are essentially tuned to like the frequency of like the atoms of like the particles of your cells. It's not like it's some foreign sensation. It's like it's part of you. And when you get to experience something so immersive with so many people, I mean, there were dozens of practitioners, I think, at that event, right? And on the last day, they all did one thing together. So it was so many instruments, and it was just so much. And it was another space that was very acoustically like positive. It was like almost like a cathedral-esque type area, so the sound again just really reverberated through the space, and it was really cool. It was definitely a life-changing experience. So 10 out of 10 if you get a chance to check those things out. But
that's so cool to know that there's so many practitioners there learning it.
I think like a parking garage would be a good place to do one. Not with the noxious fumes, but because of the echoes.
Yeah,
because
maybe.
of the echoes
Yeah.
might be,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting kind of experiment to do in a parking structure now that you mention it.
Yeah. Maybe the one by like Surfer's Point that like
Yeah, kind of
'Cause then we
run
got
down.
some
There's
kind
that
of
whole
closed down.
part upstairs that's
yeah.
closed down.
I've been kicked
Or
out
the
of that parking
mall.
lot before for
Or the
smoking weed up
mall.
there. Yeah.
That's right.
That one's always empty.
Yeah.
I would think the acoustics in there would be great.
Fun idea.
Yeah.
Well, let's maybe one day
Yeah.
we'll check it out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
What's the so the wood is better, like the surrounding thing, or
Well,
like stone?
it's not that it's better, but I mean, if we're talking about the Integratron specifically, there's something. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like claiming to know any of this, but they say that the guy that built it. I guess he got some like. I don't know, it was from the aliens came and gave him this blueprint to build this acoustically perfect building that, I mean, it never got finished, so
Yeah,
supposedly.
please.
So
All right, the Tide Pod strain is coming out.
One of these.
I'm very interested to know
Do you
if
want to
it.
try the Tide Pod
yeah,
one?
I'll try a Tide Pod.
Yeah, and you know if it sucks, whatever. That now we know. Don't let the bugs eat your plant. Okay? So, you know, I haven't tried it yet either. We got a voicemail. Let's listen to this.
Ooh, I birded. Cool. Do you want one, Randall?
Sure. Here we go.
I'm calling because
No, I got this one.
Oops.
Thank
I'm
you.
extraordinarily stressed.
Okay, sorry. Here's a
Hey
voicemail.
there, it's October 17th. I'm calling because I'm extraordinarily stressed. My two wives keep bitching at me because apparently I brought home a dog with Down syndrome and it's not eating and the baby's crying nonstop and I'm trying to do my stats homework and I don't know how to find the standard error. So if you could explain that to me, I don't know, man. That'd be awesome. Thank you.
You can take that
You
one.
lost me at math.
Yeah, you-
math
you
is
take that
not
one,
my
right?
thing.
Yeah, I mean the one thing I would say is just like we're getting high and I couldn't follow it. You lost me at the dog.
The dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have like 3 levels of inception of a call at this point, you know. So. Yeah.
So, Michelle.
Do you
Yeah,
want? Is
you
there more
can.
chats? things
No,
for you?
no. Well, Daniel just said when I used to travel on tour performing drums, altitude wasn't really an issue, but Denver, Colorado was kind of extra. I think he was just referring to the
Yeah.
altitude question. But yeah, no, I was just
Less
wondering.
density in
Are
there.
you? I can't remember if we already covered this. Were you born and raised here in Ventura? Or?
I was born in Portage, Wisconsin, and raised in
You can totally tell.
Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And then I moved to Santa Barbara in 1995 and lived there until 2001 and was a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, you must have been the coolest.
I definitely loved kindergarten and loved school, but didn't like the politics involved in all of it.
In the U.S.
Oh,
education
for
system.
sure.
Yes,
Thank you.
in the obey and comply system. But my principal at Santa Barbara was kick-ass to let me do whatever the hell I wanted, which included being barefoot all the time and having my dog in the classroom. So that was like the ideal job.
Yeah,
of the
you were
world.
the coolest.
That is cool.
And then I moved down here when we bought a house in Ventura, and I worked in a school district, not in Ventura, but in the Rio School District. And my principal is not as cool.
No.
And I got pregnant and decided like they couldn't work with me outside of the box, if you will. Surprise.
They're like, you have to wear shoes.
Well, I mean that too, but there was 3 a.m. teachers and 2 afternoon, and so I was like, put me on part-time while I'm like having my babies, and then that way I'll just be salary in the morning and go home when I'm done. We can't do that. We've never done that. We don't know how to do that. So
You're on the show.
I left.
You're on the show,
Hello.
caller.
Who dat? Who dat?
I love you.
Hey, Ganjama, it's me. It
Hey,
said you're doing a
Ganjama.
podcast, and I just wanted to
Hi.
say hi.
Hi. Thanks
That's
for
all.
calling.
All right.
Are you at the watch party?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up to everybody in the watch party?
Is
Yeah,
my
you guys-
daughter there?
You know, I'm just kind of walking around. Don't know where she went.
You
But,
don't know where she
yeah.
went. Yeah.
Do we have a
man. Hope
testimony?
she's doing well, though.
I hope she's
Yeah.
doing well
Is he
too.
calling with a testimony?
Hey, have you
Alright.
ever done a sound healing?
Yeah.
No, but I could use one right about now.
Well, if you keep staying tuned, you'll hear the gong soon.
Yeah, we're about to do one, so pump the volume. Are you guys doing like a drinking game at the party? Like every time somebody scratches their head or lights a joint, you have to drink or something like that?
I wish we were doing something that cool. We're actually not doing anything at all. We're all closing our eyes, laying face down, and humming. So, just trying to relax.
Just
That
full on
sounds
prone,
fucking
huh?
awesome.
Okay. Well, enjoy.
Are you guys in carp?
You look so beautiful
thank
up
you.
there.
I don't know where we are, but
Wow.
So I think someone's been
Yeah.
microdosing.
Are you on mushrooms?
What is? Yeah.
I wish.
Okay.
Are you?
No.
It's a
Oh, that's
Tuesday.
You wish
disappointing.
to?
You gotta
No.
fix that.
Yeah, I mean, if I had some, yeah, I
Yeah,
would do
check
it.
back on the
Just don't
Friday
have
night episode.
Yeah. I gotta work.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys Friday night then.
We're on
All right.
episode.
Appreciate you, bro.
Tuesday night.
Appreciate
we
you,
all
my
gotta
friend.
work
All
tomorrow.
right.
Thanks for watching.
man.
Hey, hello
All
to the
right.
watch party, everybody.
Hi, watch party.
Yeah. Dude,
Hello.
that's awesome. I never thought we'd have one of those.
No, leave it to my daughter.
I put a gong.
Ganja Mom or Rasta Mom. Those are the two names that my kids' friends call me.
I
Rasta
love
mom.
it.
Dead giveaway.
What's the best piece of advice you can give a mom raising a teen? That he's my one and only, but
Yeah.
we've just started the teen.
I'll
And
take
you
some.
have- you
I'll take
have-
some parenting
Yeah,
advice
you
as
have
well.
two
Yeah,
that are going to be
since we're at
teens
that.
eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, the hardest lesson for me to learn, and yet the biggest thing that I wanted to help empower my kids was to be themselves and be sovereign, and that no is a complete sentence. And then when they said no to me, holy good God, did that hurt?
So let me ask you this, because I say all the same. So I say pretty much all the same things to my son. He has really not said no to me yet. I mean, although I do see that day coming. However,
You have a very
it
good
doesn't seem to have worked in the sense that he still is really, really, really self-conscious about what other people think of him. Like
Yeah.
to the point where it like paralyzes him from like just being the person that, just like his authentic self, like even to the point it affects like what he wears. And, I don't know if that's just something like everyone has to go through and eventually he'll get through it, or like if there's something more that I could be saying or doing to like help him into that path a little bit better, because I like say all those things to him, about being himself and finding his tribe. And
I don't know how kids do it, man. I give my daughters a lot of credit for being inundated with more in one day than people like were in a lifetime.
oh, for sure.
So
Yeah.
I would imagine mine have definitely had those same kind of things. I don't know. I don't really have the best advice of
Yeah.
what is helpful and not necessarily.
Well, sounds like you did it.
I do feel like I did it and did a good job of it, and my kids had their array of things that they got challenged with as well. I
Sure.
would say, yeah.
Do you think leading by example is part of that? Because not most teachers are
I
barefoot.
do believe
Yeah.
so. I do believe
So-
that definitely in
You gotta stop caring about what you wear so much.
Right, because I'm that person.
yeah, right.
Right. You can tell.
You gotta start taking your
No,
shoes
but
off.
but I do see other kids, in that age range, that have that,
Yeah, absolutely.
already, or I don't know if they've had it, and so now that I'm around kids that age a little bit more, because COVID kind of, because I used to be in this classroom a lot and stuff, and as you see the kids grow and you see that, and then you think like, where does that come from? Like where does it come from for some kids and not for others?
Right. I think, too, that it does, but it shows up in different areas where they want to fit in. So it might not be with their
Right.
friends, it'll be with maybe at their home life or at their job or in their hobby, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that all of us, and I don't want to speak for anybody, but we all have the like I don't give a fuck meter, but if we don't always apply it to all areas of our lives.
True.
And so I guess in what you had said about like the doing it, if you will, like I have led by modeling of who I am, and I recognize that I am not for everybody. And there's not like tattoos and dreadlocks and beating my drum all the day and stuff like that is not for everyone. That's not what everyone would think is successful or whatever. And in my commitment to showing up as the best version of myself, and Heather and I were just talking about this earlier at dinner about like our mind wants to have the answer, and it's like being in that heart-led service, just like our first caller that called in about should I do this on the party bus. Like, if you believe in your heart that you can do anything, the rest of it will come. But it's really hard when you are surrounded by a bunch of other teenagers and social media, and you don't get a break from all of that. Back like when I was growing up, we went to school, and then you left school. At least you got a break from the school people when you went home. It wasn't on your phone. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not on social media, but
That's good.
And I asked him if he feels left out because he's not, because we started exploring that, and he's like, no. He's like, he's the kid. Like I just heard from one of my best friends at the football game because he's in the marching band that they had a bet. Her son told her they had a bet. They were going to call Jack, and they bet that he would not pick up the phone because he's the one that's on the group text that never checks the message. He never replies back. He doesn't pick up the phone.
We are those people.
Yes. So
We are those people.
yeah, so he's and
That sounds like
you know,
cool.
he just got his own phone within the last 6 months. So prior to that, he only had an Apple Watch. Yes. So
I am that person in the chat.
yeah, so he's
I am that person.
he's not interested. Yeah, he's just not interested.
Until I'm not, though. Here's the thing: is like what you're describing, friend, is something that is not limited to what we consider to be our children, right? Everybody has that inner dialogue. Everybody has that constant flow of thoughts, and so in yoga philosophy, it's like there are practices that you can implement that are conducive to allowing you to get to know your mind.
Yeah.
Meditation is not just this like, you know, closed eyes, like blacked out state. Like meditation is just presence. It's literally just you're here right now.
That's so true.
That's it.
Yeah.
So everybody is, whether you are afraid of being externally perceived, you are always watching yourself, hopefully. But the question is like, what are you watching?
Yeah.
Are you on autopilot and you're so consumed with everyone and everything around you that you become obsessed with the things that you don't have, and you become obsessed with, you know, who you think you need to be? Or are you able to observe that, hey, that's a thought, and then just let it go? That's a yoga practice. That's a meditation.
It's a mind, right? It's a mind thing. Well,
It's
yeah.
being able to see it.
Hi, you're on the show. Caller.
Hey, Mom, it's Sim.
Hi, Sim.
Hey, tell us about growing up with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just accepting parenting advice from her.
I actually had a question.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
ask my question?
All right, go ahead.
Someone at the watch party is curious about modern witchcraft
Uh-huh.
and really putting a hex on said X.
Oh, can you put a hex on?
Oh, I don't deal with that.
No.
I mean, that's not cool. We don't like that. But we appreciate that there's a question, but no hexes on anybody.
We did try to put a hex on City Hall a few months ago.
How did that work out?
I don't know. They seem to be doing pretty good, so maybe it didn't work. The City Hall folks. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I mean,
Yeah.
they would be kind of worthy of it.
Progress
Yeah.
takes time.
Yes.
What is a good...
Now, Siboney, would you like to share how it was growing up with me? Is your mom?
It's fun. Mom let me stay home on mental health days.
Very nice.
It was really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really supportive.
always supportive, never cared about my grades, or cared that I was trying.
You're right.
When
I don't
were
know,
you
it's on the-
empowered that you said no to me?
What?
When did you feel empowered to be able to say no to me?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I don't
You're
know.
exercising your right to say no?
13?
Sounds like it was more of a moment for
Do
you
you-
than for her. Yeah.
Do you remember? I'm curious. This is Jen. Do you remember, going through high school and like having a really big, idea of caring about what other people thought of you, or like at what point did that kind of disappear?
Or is
I
it
didn't
still
care at
there?
all.
Okay, so
You can ask my mom.
okay, so
I wore bow ties to class.
with colored polo shirts and bow ties.
Totally.
Yeah, she didn't give two fucks.
Okay.
She went through her soccer shirt, sports
That's
phase.
so awesome.
Yeah.
I admire that.
I don't think. Yeah. Okay.
So you getting it now?
I'm starting to get some. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think.
You got to wild out a little bit.
No, I dyed my hair blue when I was a freshman. I got like banned from some of my friends' houses.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of the homecoming limo because I showed up to my friend's dad bought the limo and was like, "The girl with blue hair can't go with you." It was ridiculous.
Oh.
Santa Clarita.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay.
soft.
Yeah, so I'm all
Say no
about
more.
bucking the norms, but I was just gonna say I don't think I'm the problem.
No.
I think it's the other half.
Yeah.
The other half. No, what I was going to say is I think you helped me answer my own question, because what you said about leading with your heart, because I am a mind person. I'm like, just tell me what to do. I can just figure it out. Like, just tell me how to fix it. And then what you were saying made me think, like, because I'm always telling my son to change his inner dialogue. Like, just be nicer to yourself, do that. But telling him to do it and showing him, giving him ways to do it, like teaching him, introducing him to things. I used to do yoga before COVID, but I never thought, introducing him to things like yoga, like meditation, like whatever, and seeing if something would stick with him, that would be more helpful than just being like, you should just have a better inner dialogue with yourself. Be nicer.
how?
Right, exactly.
How?
So that's my head speaking, just like do it this way. And with my heart would be like showing him the way, like these are the ways you could actually do it. Like change your inner dialogue so that you're nicer to yourself, and so that you can move forward in a way where you don't care about the outside world as much,
Yes.
That sort of helped me answer that question in that way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have you had any sound healing,
Sid?
Sid?
Oh, all the time. Homegirl is banging the gong all the time.
Yeah, she
Have you received Reiki before?
All the time.
All the time. Has it helped you in your life?
Did she cut off?
No.
Not for sure.
You're not for sure? Right on.
I think she said for sure.
I said not for sure.
Not for sure.
Not for sure.
What do you feel like when you come out of these sound healings?
Well, I don't go to them. They just happen.
Oh, you're like sleeping and then it's happening.
Innocent bystander.
She hasn't lived there in a couple of years.
Do my little self, and then I just am in it. To win it,
win it.
Totally.
Yeah, man. I wish my mom did that.
That's what a lot of their friends said.
Yeah.
Your mom's
On the show.
What?
Some mama queen tea.
Some mama queen tea.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Are
That
you
sounds like
spilling
I would
some
like to
tea?
drink that, whatever it is, unless it's breast milk.
Oh.
What's Mama Queen tea?
Yeah.
Mama Queen tea. You know, like, Mom, we have tea parties where you bring the gossip.
Bring the what?
The gossip.
The gossip, like spilling the tea.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
We were confused for a moment.
Yeah, we're smoking weed.
We are.
That, by the way, that weed is so-so, in my opinion.
I
don't
didn't
know.
smoke it, actually.
Yeah.
I had
Oh,
one
okay.
mine. But
Yeah,
I mean,
not super impressed with
if
myself.
it's
Yeah.
like what was in the jar, then yeah.
Mom, stop.
What's up?
I said, whoever brought the weed is lacking. Because the ganja mom weed.
No, that's not true. He grew the weed, and it's Croptober, so we're trying it
Yeah,
for the
look.
first time.
Yeah.
Look, we got a big jar of mulch
can you
here.
see?
But just as a backup, I
Yeah.
did bring the good weed here.
Yeah. Jennifer has the good weed, and
Jennifer
I have
brought the good
the
weed.
the yucky stuff.
When he told me
Yeah.
that what we had, I was like, oh, I'm bringing mine too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
expect
We're gonna step it up.
with the mother. You better step it up.
Oh, okay.
Well said.
Yeah. Well, thank
I drove
you.
away from my friend's house in Vegas with my jar of weed sitting in their couch, but I didn't realize it until like 90 minutes or whatever into the drive, and I was like, wah, wah, wah. So
I go.
that's where I was at. What's up?
I said, go. I'm baking cookies.
You're making cookies?
Yum.
Cool. What kind of cookies are you making?
Brown butter chocolate chip.
Nice.
All right. Tell your mom. Text your mom. She'll text you the address here, and then we'll happily eat them. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Can you send them over? Bye.
Thank you in advance.
We love you.
Appreciate it.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Yeah.
Love
that
you.
weed too.
Thanks for calling.
Bye.
friend.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Do you have like different areas you're trying to heal with different sounds? Like oh, that guy has like cancer. Let me give him this frequency. Or this guy has anxiety.
So if we're doing a one-on-one session, I feel like the question pertains mostly to. I mean, usually we'll talk about whatever is going on, and then in opening space, calling in the directions, and then coming into the heart center. It's it's not that I'm picking and choosing what's being played or done. It is now being guided by God, source, universe, purple
got
monkey,
it.
dishwasher, whatever is your belief that is working through. So the gong, to me, will cover every system, bone, organ, ligament, tendon, everything, and the complements of all the other. Sometimes putting into words is difficult for me to say. I don't want to say specialty, but like the happy drum has its own frequency to it, but I feel like that frequency is contained within somewhere playing the gong, but it sharpens it. It enhances it and amplifies it, does something like that. So whenever I play, I have no idea who is going to be who, meaning the instruments, what is going to be played during that time when the person is in front of me. It's always different. There's thousands probably of combinations of how it can be.
Yeah. So you're accepting the vibe
Yeah.
as well as giving.
The gong usually seems to be somewhere within the mid-range of the playing of the instruments. It starts out somewhat in a softer type of frequency. And then I do notice sometimes, like, for some people, again, because I'm not the one who's, like, really guiding it, I'm being guided, and the Reiki's flowing through and the other energies, and I'm just using the things to do the stuff. But a lot of times in private sessions, it will end up being, like, something that's a little more wakefuling up of energy, like the ocean drum, and then it'll go into something that's a little more melodic and like light and kind of more airy fairy and relaxing, if that
Talking
makes
about
sense.
those
So that it
flutes.
kind of goes back and forth and shakes things up and wakens the senses and stuff. A little bit similar to like yoga nidra, but I guess a little different. But everybody does it different. I was at a beautiful sound bath this evening at the Cross before being here with 2 practitioners that are local, Maureen and Danny, as part of Sick House. And it was lovely. They did it, the way that they do it. And each time I've gone to people's, they do it differently as well. And so, again, I feel like, yes, in surrendering to everyone gets exactly what they need, whoever comes. It is just as much their intention in receiving that is as powerful as the instruments playing. But when we put both of those together and their belief in the power of the healing, that's when miracles happen.
Can you tell us about like a miracle that happened, or like a success story or something like that?
I'm personally experiencing one of the sound baths that I'm pretty sure you and I were doing at the Space at that time on Main Street, and Christian came up and he was right next to me and played his gong while I was playing my gong, and I just literally had like pain in the side of my body going into it. And as he was playing the gong, I could just feel the pain literally just like releasing out of my body in that moment, just gone. And that is one of many times I personally have experienced. There's been many people who have shared in feedback with me where they've had a headache and they've started listening to one of the different recordings that are available out there for people that can access and listen to, and the headache is gone, or they sleep better. Or there's also things though that and again, it's not me that's doing it, it's the energy. I'm not here to take the credit for it. No. But there are people who've also shared a lot of things that may not be labeled, if you will, a positive outcome, that have had huge shifts in their life or have included loss with losing a job or losing a relationship or whatever it is, which big perspective is all working for us. And this energy is really powerful in organizing and helping with those ripples to create the things that need to happen for what's next for you, for your ultimate journey here. Miracles outside of just sound, I have had so many miracles that I've experienced in my life that sometimes it blows me the fuck away that I'm like, does everybody have this happen? Because this is pretty cool. If I've had one,
yeah. It depends what you classify.
I think
as a
life
miracle.
is a miracle in general.
It's a miracle we're all here.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get some sound healing.
I think that's
when do we
get
do
it going?
that? Yeah. How long?
Whenever.
How long are we going to do it for?
I don't know. It's just all about the universe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
Do you want to be
You
first
wanna do it?
to lay under the gong?
Oh, okay.
Because everybody can still receive while like just sitting and doing whatever, but I figured everybody could have an opportunity if they wanted to lay under.
Okay.
Is that what? And you don't need a whole long time to be under the gong
Right.
because it is very powerful and
Right.
tense to literally have a gong playing above you.
Right.
But yeah.
I'm down.
All right. You want to go? Should we go at the same time, or is it better to do just one at a time, considering the space?
I think that it'd be pretty cool if you wanted to just do one at a time.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to go first?
No, you go
I'll
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right, let's do it. So
We're gonna
we'll take a quick break. But before we start, what do you recommend for like if somebody wanted to, like they couldn't go to a sound healing? Is there a good album?
So if you find me, Michelle Meadow Love, on YouTube or on any of your streaming platforms like Spotify and Pandora and Apple Music.
Why am I not playing that?
I don't know. I have
You should
8.
start playing that.
8 selections on like Spotify, those streaming, and then on YouTube I think I've got like 50 or 60 videos that have different varying in lengths that you can listen to sound healing and yoga nidra. And then on a free app that you can download called Insight Timer, which is a big thing that got me into sound with healing. Is there was a time that I couldn't, sleep was very elusive to me. I was in a lot of pain with my Lyme disease. I had so many freaking things going on. And one thing that would help at least get my body and my nervous system to relax, to be able to sleep, although I never really got in the restful state, in that deep state, was going on Insight Timer and listening to different sounds of like rain and the ocean and those kind of things. And then when 2020 happened and people weren't being able to gather for sound baths, I had already hundreds of hours, maybe even thousands of hours of recordings. So I just started pulling up my recordings and listening to them, and I submitted them to the app, and they got published.
That's so cool.
So there's about 100 of those on there on Insight
nice.
Timer app
Thank
that you can listen to.
We have Daniel, a couple comments again from Daniel. He says, first he says thoughts on the Taos Gem Caves in New Mexico. Then he says Beastie Boys fight for rights energy. Then he says, my
Boys.
my last Reiki session realigned my chakras. Chakras.
Chakra.
I thought I said, there's no L there. I inserted the L.
I thought you were going to say testicles. I was like, wow.
Chakras. That's going to be our new word.
Yeah. That is a great one. I love that.
It's like,
I love made up words like that.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel.
So
we did that together.
Yes.
good job, Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel.
And then he says, hyped about this energy. So, yeah, I don't know. Do we have thoughts on the Taos Gem Caves? Have you been there, seen pictures?
Enough about
yeah,
them,
I don't know enough either.
My interest is piqued.
It's on my list of places to go, but I've never been there. I believe that's New Mexico, if my memory serves me.
I've been in the Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico, but not whatever that is.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll put it's on our list. So maybe next time we'll have something to talk about. The Taos Gem Caves.
Cool.
I don't know.
All right. Well, shall we?
Yes.
Let's heal Jennifer up. Let's make her give her some good parenting vibes. It seems like that's what's ailing her right now. She's starting a new business called Winter Moon Gems.
You
got it finally. Jesus. Winter Moon Gems. All right. And then we're going to listen to a little bit of Michelle Meadow Love on Spotify while we're setting up. So listen up, and we're going to come back. Live sound healing.
Yeah. And then I'm going to watch you.
Yeah. Sure. All right. This is Cosmic Surrender.
Does anyone want a bong load?
That's the good weed in the bong load.
Yes, it's the good weed. Here, I'll load one if somebody wants one.
All right. So, what do we need? Do you want me to move the table out? Or? Yeah. That's number one goal. Don't knock over the gong. We had this guy on the last show. He's the zombie. So we tried to put creepy images. Probably better off going that side because there's so many wires here. Yeah.
Ventura Tide Pod.
Show Meadow Love.
What? So you
And Heather.
Heather.
Here, we'll put this chair back here.
I'm gonna put this microphone right here. Jennifer just did a giant bong rip. She's fucking ready. shit.
You can pull this mat further back if you want your head. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you get as comfortable that you feel knowing that there's a gong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, friend, would you like to hold on to some crystals? I have some crystals. Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
I obviously brought them for that.
Crystals that
Oh
I
my
had
gosh.
at the cross.
This is
and I'm
the
very
divinity.
thankful for the people who picked them up. Sarah and Sam.
Thanks, sir and Sam, for getting those
Sam
crystals.
found them, gave them to Sarah. That's what it sounds like. And if I'm wrong on that, ladies, then I
All right, so we got the gong here.
comfort in your life.
Are we good here? All right, cool. Okay. Tons of bong rips happening right now. I'll do play by play until you start. Michelle Meadows taking a very healthy bong rip, getting into the zone to accept energy from the universe. Heather is here. She's ready to go. And Jennifer, as you can see, is in position. And she's holding some rose quartz. Fuck yeah. Alright. I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna... Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the... There we go.
Awesome. I'm so glad that they were here.
I'm glad to meet you guys. This is so cool.
Thank you. That was so cool. You're gonna love it.
I can't wait. Man, that's that sound is intense.
I could see that being so cool in a room with like just where you can just like stretch and move and do people just like dance all over.
I mean, really, people can do anything that they want to.
They get into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had people
See,
who
just-
totally fall asleep and go, you know,
I could see that
really
too.
far, far away, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
People who
I love it.
cry,
I'm gonna go.
who laugh,
Yeah.
who scream,
Yeah.
who need to move their body. I have a
Yeah, that's
little
amazing. I don't know if it comes out in
dog that
recordings.
will join us
It's
if
good,
people
but
are
wow,
interested
live,
in that dog.
what a sound.
It's
Yeah.
like crawl
And it feels like it's washing over you,
usually they're always
if that
like
makes sense.
crying,
Yeah.
Sound bath.
like not the
Sound-
dog was, but
Sound
like they
baths.
felt
Okay,
something
duh.
in their
Is that
body and
where the term came from?
I was laughing, oh, she's thinking
All
about
right.
just that this is-
Learn something every day.
That's so cool with dogs. That was so cool. Yeah, and that seems like
Dude, okay,
I
let's
like
go.
to stretch my body, and that just it seems like that. Some of those sounds.
Trying to get
just
the
kinda
second
make you
camera.
just kind of want to move around.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, go and just like full into just the gongs.
Thank you.
Like I had said earlier, kind of warming up into it.
Yeah.
Could be a little more relaxing, if you will. And the gong, I think in itself, it's like it is also relaxing.
Yes, I love the breathing. The breathing, yes.
Yeah.
The breathing is important.
Daniel says
It's important.
Winter Moon Vibes merch page, Shopify. I do have a Shopify. I'm getting the process. I haven't done merch yet. I'm gonna try and do stickers though. And he says the sonic music energy I'm feeling is kind of wild. 100 here.
I'm going reverse.
Here.
Jennifer did.
Focus on your breath, setting intentions, give yourself permission to
May
receive.
offer him the crystals. Does he have them?
I did.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, she passed them up.
Cool. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, man. You gotta have that crystal healing.
You can really feel these rocks vibrate.
Do you want to lay on your stomach?
Yeah.
It's so cool to watch.
That was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
That was really cool to watch too. From
Really?
this, yeah, from
Whose
this.
are these? Dude, those rocks pick up the vibrations like really strongly.
So what would you say? What did you? I'd love to hear all the, not
Like
all
for a
of it, but I'd
first
like to
timer?
hear feedback on like what you felt, what you experienced,
Yeah.
what you liked, what you didn't
Sure.
like. Did you see anything? All that shit.
Spider shield up. So.
Nice, yes. Did you see any?
No,
No,
but
'cause there's
I'm not
usually
a
one
fan.
of
Wow,
Spidey
what an
senses.
experience.
I'm not a fan of the Spideys.
Yeah, no.
Oh, is
had
there
two
spiders in
pretty
here?
big
No,
ones
no,
living
okay.
in my
Usually
house
there's
right
one
now.
over there, but it's
Yeah.
not there. I'm gonna see here. You can
Wow.
sit
So
down.
yeah, that was my first sound bath.
Love it.
There's like a little mini one, I know.
Yeah,
But-
it was
wow.
definitely.
That
But
was
a lot of
fucking
people
great.
have not laid underneath the gong. We were talking about that earlier tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I
one
felt so lucky.
Sarah was like, "Wow, I want to play." Or one of them, like, "I want to lay under it." And I'm like, "Well, the beauty of this gong stand is that you can lay under it, and even with my sun gong, which is 6 inches bigger in diameter, that one gets pretty close to your body. It's just hovering right above, and it's powerful. The sun gong is powerful, deep."
This
So,
is
yeah.
the sun gong.
This is the heart, but the
Oh
sun
my god, there's one more
is-
powerful.
Well, there's a lot of, but the sun one is pretty powerful. It's 38. So it's bigger.
How is it
Wow.
doing it with that
Amazing.
size in this space.
It was awesome.
It was,
yeah, and I didn't even play as loud as I could have because I
Sure.
don't know exactly like your equipment and picking it up and
Yeah.
the resonance and all
Yeah.
of that kind of thing.
Well, I can tell you that Daniel says practicing breathing exercises throughout this amazingness has been hella refreshing. Thank you.
What up, Daniel?
Hella.
Hella.
Hella,
So
hella.
yeah, I thought that was awesome. I did my first, I think my first reaction or feeling or emotion or whatever was like really in tune to what you were talking about before with like the ancestral feelings. Like, yeah, I was definitely getting those vibes for sure. I was having like ancestral images going
Oh, interesting.
throughout my head and during a lot of that for sure. Which is interesting because I don't even know that much about my ancestry. But it's just I have these images in my head that, come in from time to time, and usually it's when I'm in some sort of healing mode,
so cool.
with a healer of some sort,
Yeah. Awesome.
So that was cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I appreciate you sharing.
I was just
And
trying to
being open.
have like just a blank, keep my mind as blank as possible and just focus on what was like just energy and stuff like that. And those rocks were really picking it up strong. So I felt it like more entering like through my hands than anywhere else. Plus maybe I was wearing a beanie. I should have probably taken that off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the feeling of
Whatever,
being, like
next time.
grounded or.
Yeah, but and then when I was on my stomach, it felt like I was falling. Probably because of the the vibrations, because my eyes were shut and it just felt like I was going down.
Like kind of suspended or.
Do a lot of people say that?
I stopped doing my
just the
sound
evil
baths
ones?
or like my healing sessions, if you're gonna call them that, with people laying on a massage table because of that reason. They would feel like they were like topsy-turvy, gonna fall off the table, all that kind of feeling. I didn't get as much of that feedback personally when I started out with giving Reiki, and so I had the table for that, and then started adding in some different sound stuff. And it wasn't until I was attuned to the Karuna Reiki that it really shifted the weightlessness, the timelessness, the whatever we're going to call it. I don't know, that I started getting that feedback, and that's when I was like, I'm going to take the table away from it and have people lay on the ground like you would, just like you did, or at a sound bath.
It felt super grounded.
It's pretty cool, too, when you are in the park, being under the trees or around the trees and laying on the grass and having the energy of the sun. And right now, the
Cemetery park,
birds
no
is-
less.
I can imagine. Yeah, that's probably.
I'm gonna go lay on top of a grave site and get this. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't.
Well,
I
there
never
are
want to do that.
sites still
Especially
there.
feeling like I'm falling. Yeah, they still do have some.
They are still there, yes. In essence, yes, you are.
Yeah.
But it's healing energy. On all the same. I feel like
They're very thankful that we're doing what we're doing. I will say that. Yeah, we really have brought a really great vibe to the park, and the birds love it, and the trees.
No way.
And
I could see that.
yeah, it's really been sweet this time of year because the birds, with the timing of the sun going down in the sound bath, they're in the trees doing their thing, so they're adding their own soundscape that's natural to it, and it's very. I love it so much.
It sounds like you're super passionate about it, and I'm a believer. I want to do it again, so I'm gonna be showing up at Cemetery Park one of these days.
Yeah.
The last
I'm gonna
Sunday
bring
of
my
every
kid.
month.
Oh,
Except this month, it's not the last Sunday.
Except this month.
Because I'm traveling. But
So it's this Sunday.
It is. That's 22nd. The 5th anniversary.
Oh, cool.
ooh,
Yes. 5 years of doing Sunset Sound Bath. I think there's been 1 month I canceled. Otherwise, it's been for 5 years.
That's very
The
cool.
weather always cooperates, it
It
seems.
does. Yeah. Heather's been there since the beginning.
That's awesome.
It
nice.
actually
and you're gonna
would
be
have-
doing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that- okay.
Yeah.
She
I'll be
will
part
be.
of the 5
Yeah.
co-facilitators, I guess.
That's awesome.
Very good.
The very
stars.
first one was a full moon, and it was not on a Sunday, but it was at sunset. And then as the full moon rised, and learned really quickly how damp and chilly it gets once the sun goes down. So it was like, that is not happening. And by the next month, I was like, it's sunset sound bath, and it's going to be the last Sunday of the month. And then even then, in the like summer months, I had it at 7 o'clock, but that, even though the sun wasn't going down until say almost close to 8, it was still too damp. So 6 o'clock is the latest I'll do it. Whereas you're done at 7, the sun doesn't start setting for another 45 minutes. It's still within that time frame. Time is an illusion.
But it does affect the weather.
Yeah, it does. And people's like, they're not as comfortable when you're laying there and you're kind of chilly and damp. It's not comfortable.
No. Right. Agreed. Yes. Well, that'll be exciting. Well, I thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you for
being
this has been a great show.
Drink lots of water.
Yes, drink lots of water.
I do as normal, but I will do extra. Yes.
Do people have to like go pee right after they do a sound bath sometimes?
You can burp, you can throw up, you can laugh, you can sneeze, you can have weird dreams.
Please don't
you
fart,
can
though.
have fun
You're
dreams.
totally
You
right.
can have farting. You can have all bodily functions. Drinking
energy
water
moves.
is important to help support it. Being in nature is always helpful. If you are somebody who likes to journal, that's cool. And you just may notice some small and subtle things, and you may notice some bigger shifts and everything in between. And I'm here to support you if anything does come up after that, and or if you want more, by all means.
Yeah.
All right.
I am traveling at the end of the month, but I do have a couple of openings left before the end of the month for private sessions, and it's eclipse season, and I normally charge $150 a session, but I'm doing my sessions to the end of October for $123 as an eclipse exchange.
Eclipse special.
good.
Yeah, because people are going crazy with this eclipse. It made the whole planet
It's
go
been
crazy.
tough on me. I think that a lot of people definitely are having a thing with it. So I love what I'd be able to do, and I feel really humbled and grateful that I get to share in it. And so I opened it up.
Well, I definitely think there was a reason why we were all in the room here together tonight. So
It was fun.
thank you,
to hang
universe,
out.
for arranging this
Yeah.
gathering.
And if you want to book a session, follow is Instagram the best place?
Yeah,
Okay.
Instagram is the best.
Yeah, so Michelle Meadow Love.
Although
on
you
Instagram.
can go on YouTube and send me, whatever. I will find a message if you try to send me a message. It'll come to me.
And check
Yeah,
out
but if,
your
like-
music on Spotify.
Yes, Insight Timer. And
Are we doing a prank call this show?
No.
we should.
Oh, you want to do
I
one?
love prank calls.
Yeah.
Heck
Alright.
yeah.
Well, what do you
I
want?
can't believe that we almost didn't do that.
Okay,
I
so
said
Yeah.
Heather
what
will
do you?
probably do it.
What's your dream prank call?
I want to call
I want to
Motel
know
6.
options. What are they?
Well, the only options are stuff places that are open late.
Yeah.
So
okay.
there's motels, massage parlors, Zappos is always a fail-safe. What are some of the other? A pizza parlor.
Yeah.
Done pizza.
Who are we calling?
Motel 6.
Motel 6.
What are
You already
we
have
doing?
it?
Well, obviously,
one
we're going
in
to
town?
ask if
Thanks
we
for calling
can
Motel.
sound heal in the room.
Hi.
Good question.
Hello?
Thanks for calling.
Oh, it's an AI.
Yeah, just say representative.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Would you mind repeating it?
AI.
He's like, I'm here.
Sorry, I didn't catch.
Agent.
Talk to a representative.
To learn
Front
what personal
desk.
information we collect and how we use it, please see our privacy policy on motel6.com.
Yeah, so I think we should say we're sound
This call may
healers.
be recorded for
And we wanna
quality
do that.
purposes.
Great.
Maybe we'll do
Hang
a
on for
couple
1
gong
second
hits.
while I connect
See if
you.
it's
You
too
want to
loud.
make sure it's going to be
I
okay.
wonder if there's room to park
Yeah.
our bus.
Yes,
Our party bus.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Our
you for
sound
calling
bus.
Motel 6 Studio 6. This is Lily speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm here with the sound healer, and we are planning on booking a room. We have a sound healing bus, and just wondered if it would be okay if we would practice and heal in your rooms.
Is there like
Oh, okay, sir. This is not the. It's not the front desk. This is the reservation center. After dialing this
Oh.
number, please press number 2. It'll take you to the front desk. Okay.
number 2?
Thank you. I'm going to push number 2.
Thank you.
Bless you. I love
Thank you.
Have a good
Goodbye.
night.
I love you.
So you need to
hang up, then dial the number again, then press number 2.
Wait.
Oh, thank you for clarifying.
Wait, I hang up?
Hang up and redial.
Yes, and then dial the number again.
You've been so
Oh, you
helpful.
can't. You can't connect.
You can't. There's no connection.
Listen, I've been smoking.
Never figured
Some, I've been smoking marijuana cigarettes, and I can't remember the number. If I hang up, I'm totally gonna lose it.
Never happened if you would not have told us.
Yeah.
Can you help us?
Hang up.
Can you help me?
Hang up and dial back and dial pound.
Oh, she hung up
two.
on me.
Up on you.
Yeah.
She's like, I
Very
can't
confused.
We get hung up on 100% of the time.
I could just see her like just squinting, even though she's not. She's like.
We get hung up on 100% of the time.
Yeah. Well,
Those are some really great odds.
We should probably
we
buy
got the prank
lottery
call
tickets.
game down.
all right, watch party. If we get hung up on, you're taking a shot. All right.
Here.
Whatever, water, because
Exactly.
Yeah.
it's good healing.
The party bus. We
I
need
saw
to
you
be
said
able
you
to
banned
park.
alcohol, but I saw.
All right,
that show.
Michelle, you take this one.
How
It's
long's
another
the
motel.
party bus?
Yeah, it's a Crystal Lodge.
Crystal Lodge.
Yes. They're gonna hang up on you right away. They might not even pick up.
It's possible.
I know they know his number.
They might.
They have to.
Mark.
See, they're not
Yeah,
gonna
they're
answer
not.
because they know it's you.
All right. We call them every show, so they're
have
probably onto
caller
us.
ID. They have
All right.
caller ID.
You don't block your number when you do this?
Not that one. I want them to know. I want them to know I'm coming. Yeah.
With my party.
They're actually a contact.
It's with
Yeah.
them. It's personal.
It's personal.
It's personal.
No, I don't know why. I don't have anything against the Crystal Lodge. Yeah. All right. Last one.
Who are we?
I thought you were just gonna call back Motel 6 and pound
I
2.
was serious when I said I was not going to remember the number. I wasn't lying.
You can't just go back to your recent calls.
Zappos. This is Zappos. All right.
Hello, you've reached Zappos.com.
They sell shoes.
I'm Josh from CLT with your joke of the day.
But we want to pick up the
Did you hear
vibrations
about
through
the
our
big
shoes.
Lego sale?
Yeah, that's what we got to tell them.
People were lined up for blocks.
Oh, I missed that joke. Okay.
I did too.
So they changed their holdings. They have a policy that they're not allowed to hang up on you.
Never
Which,
works.
yeah.
They always do.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, thank you for calling Zappos. I am Rihanna. How may I assist you?
Hi, good evening. I'm here with, my name is Randal, and I'm here with Michelle and Heather. Say hello.
Hi, friend.
Hi.
We need your help.
Okay, no problem.
It's a long story.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Thank you, my love.
What do you need?
Am I supposed to talk now, or am I on hold? Hello?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Thank God. So we are we're sound healers. Well, Michelle is, and then we try to
Heather is
be grounded. Yeah, Heather is too.
Sometimes.
Yeah. We
So
try
we
to
just-
get energy through
Yeah.
our feet from the earth when we're doing the sound healing, and we're just wondering if you had any shoes that accepted energy. And I don't know if I explained that right. I smoked a marijuana
some
cigarette.
of the shoes have a lot of cushion, if you will. So we're looking for ones with the least amount of like barrier between the earth and our foot.
Preferably if there's like a rose quartz, because that picks it up super good. That's all.
Okay, so you can go ahead to the Zappos website and search for to see if you see any of those.
I
We
put it
don't
in.
have internet access on the road on our tour right now. Excuse me.
We only have a phone. I think
All right, so I'm not.
you might be the only one that can help us.
No, so I'm not seeing any results for that.
No, don't sell yourself short. I believe in you.
Do you have shoes that are low cushion, puffiness, pillowy,
Yep.
less pillowy? Would you say that's what I'm trying to describe? Less
Yeah.
pillowy, yeah.
Less pillowy,
impact.
please.
Low impact, yes, that might be a good word. Low impact.
Yeah.
We don't want to spend a lot of money because these instruments are very expensive, but we do need to have our feet protected. However, we can't have like the disruption of the earth's energy that's coming up through our feet.
Grounding. We want to be grounding.
Rose quartz. So I hope that clarified it.
I guess.
How better could we explain it? Do you have a question?
We could send you the message in like sound. Jennifer, you want to hit that gong? Send it. No. So, I know I'm asking you to do a very difficult job right now. I don't feel like we're being clear, but that's because we don't have the words to describe it properly. Because it's more of a
communicate-
feeling.
Yeah, feelings and symbols,
Yeah.
vibrations.
So if you put your maybe if you put the phone to your heart, and we could try to send the message to you through vibrations.
You can feel the frequencies.
Yeah. That work? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
I
now?
didn't do anything, but I'm not seeing any results for the shoes that you asked for.
Maybe obsidian. Obsidian's pretty grounding. Do you have obsidian?
Yeah.
That might work. Rose quartz might not be as popular in this country.
Yeah, what
This
country?
dimension.
What country are the shoes made in? You think?
dimension, yes.
'Cause, yeah, that's a good question we should ask.
We would prefer American made.
But we understand that
Okay.
limits the ability to
Although
receive.
Ecuadorian shoes, I hear, are pretty good this time of year too.
You have like Ecuadorian shoes that are accepting.
Grounding.
Obsidian.
No, so there's no results. These guys are able
Amethyst?
to-
Amethyst.
There you go.
There's got to be amethyst. No?
When you guys are able to log in or get a connection, you guys can go ahead to the website and search for those. Okay?
Recommended
It'll be
search
like 60
words.
days until we are at that point. Our
That's
feet will
true.
be protected. What are we going to do?
Would it help if we told you the environment that we're in?
It makes my heart really sad that we're unable to find this shoe protection we're looking for.
My poor feet are gonna get.
Is there anything you could suggest to help protect our feet as we're doing sound vibration that would keep us grounded?
Grounding.
But
Shanti. Shanti.
It actually feels pretty good when you breathe into it.
So we good then? we have a deal? All right. I love you. Good night.
Be well.
All right.
I gotta go until it's past 11.
Jennifer's out. It's okay. We're gonna end the show right here. That was. I'm gonna.
I need to practice
epic,
my straight face.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna watch that tomorrow and probably bust a gut. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys finish up. I'm gonna bounce out.
All right. Well, we're finishing up. So, everybody, please follow. Oops, that's the wrong button. Michelle Meadow. Sorry, I like cough.
Michelle Meadow Love.
Michelle Meadow Love. Check her out on Spotify, on YouTube,
Follow Ventura
all platforms.
Tide Pod.
Yeah, and we're gonna go out on some of any recommendations?
Let's do Understanding.
Understanding. All right.
Understanding's a good one for this time of year because it's an inward journey as we go into the darker time of the year. Shadow is your friend.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Love you all.
Night.
Be well.
I'll turn off our mics. Bye-bye. Bye. Oops, that wasn't the mic button.